The arena fell completely silent that day, but not because everyone was waiting for the next performance. It was because thousands of people shared the same quiet wish. They never wanted this moment to end. Just a few seconds later, that wish became reality in a way no one could have imagined. The Destiny was never just another ice show. On its final day, it became something far more powerful. A once-in-a-lifetime experience that left an unforgettable mark on everyone fortunate enough to witness it. What unfolded on the ice wasn't simply a collection of beautiful performances. It was the story of Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara brought to life. Every challenge they had overcome, every sacrifice they had made, and every unforgettable triumph they had shared seemed to come together in one extraordinary performance. Long before the lights dimmed, the atmosphere inside the arena already felt different. Fans gathered around the venue hours before the show, many carrying flowers, banners, and memories they had collected throughout Rikuryu's incredible journey. Excitement filled the air, but beneath that excitement was something deeper, an emotional awareness that they were about to witness a truly special chapter come to an end. The show had attracted enormous attention from the moment it was announced. Every performance drew passionate crowds, and tickets quickly became one of the most sought-after experiences for figure skating fans. But the audience hadn't come just to see spectacular choreography or dazzling lighting effects. They had come for something impossible to describe with words. They wanted to experience the unique bond between Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara, a connection built through years of trust, perseverance, heartbreak, and unforgettable victories. It was a partnership that could only truly be understood by seeing them skate together. Then the arena lights slowly faded. Silence spread across the building. As the opening notes of the music echoed through the rink, it felt as though time itself had slowed down. The moment Rikuryu stepped onto the ice, the entire audience erupted into thunderous applause. It wasn't simply a welcome, it was a heartfelt thank you. Every clap carried years of admiration for two athletes who had inspired countless people through their determination. Fans remembered every obstacle they had faced, every comeback they had fought for, and every dream they had turned into reality. That history made this performance feel different from anything before it. As the program unfolded, the entire arena seemed to breathe as one. Every glide across the ice, every perfectly timed lift, every effortless transition, every brief exchange of eye contact. Nothing felt accidental. The technical precision was remarkable, but what truly captivated the audience wasn't the difficulty of the elements. It was the trust. Years of skating side by side had created a connection so natural that they no longer needed words. Their movements flowed together with effortless harmony, as if each already knew what the other was thinking before it happened. Watching them felt less like observing two individual skaters and more like witnessing one shared heartbeat moving across the ice. That quiet understanding became the emotional center of the performance, and as the program approached its final moments, the atmosphere inside the arena changed once again. Everyone sensed that something unforgettable was about to happen. Even as the arena lights slowly began to fade, the emotion never disappeared. It lingered in every seat, every quiet smile, and every heart that had witnessed what had just unfolded. And perhaps that was the greatest realization of all. The moments that truly move people are rarely created by dramatic speeches or grand gestures. They're created through silent glances filled with trust, a genuine smile shared without words, and countless days spent walking the same difficult path together. That was the real meaning behind what Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara showed the world during the Destiny. It wasn't simply a performance. It was proof that an unbreakable partnership can be built one day, one challenge, and one dream at a time. That's why the emotion spread far beyond the arena itself. Those fortunate enough to be there experienced it firsthand. Those watching through videos, photographs, and social media felt it as well. The miracle created on that ice did not disappear when the curtain fell. Instead, It became part of the memories carried by thousands of fans around the world, continuing to inspire everyone who witnessed it. And if one day Rikuryu returned to the ice once again, there's little doubt that those same fans will eagerly fill the arena, not simply to watch another performance, but to experience that feeling one more time, to witness another unforgettable moment shared between two athletes whose journey has inspired millions. Yet the most touching chapter of that evening didn't begin with the final pose. It began afterward, during the quiet moments that followed. As thunderous applause echoed throughout the arena, Riku and Ryuichi repeatedly bowed toward every section of the audience. They slowly looked around the rink, almost as if they wanted to personally thank every single fan who had supported them throughout their remarkable career. Their expressions revealed something deeper than satisfaction. They reflected gratitude, not just for the success of the show, but for everyone who had believed in them through victories, injuries, setbacks, and unforgettable triumphs. Many people noticed the way they looked at one another. Without saying a single word, they exchanged warm smiles that could only exist between partners who had spent years overcoming life's greatest challenges side by side. That silent understanding spoke louder than any conversation ever could. During competitions, their faces often carried the pressure of chasing medals and perfect performances. But this time was different. There were no scores to chase, no rankings to protect, no pressure to prove themselves. For perhaps the first time in a long while, they simply enjoyed skating. And they shared that joy with everyone watching. The atmosphere inside the arena became incredibly warm, almost like a celebration among family rather than a traditional ice show. Another unforgettable moment came as the cast gathered together after their performances. Fellow skaters returned to the ice, congratulating one another with genuine smiles, laughter, and heartfelt applause. It became clear that the destiny wasn't simply a collection of individual performances. It was a shared creation built by an entire team united through their love of skating. At the center of that celebration stood Rikuryu. Many of the performers applauded them with obvious admiration, recognizing not only their achievements, but also the example they had set for the skating community. Meanwhile, throughout the audience, countless fans continued wiping away tears. Many simply didn't want the evening to end. Their feelings were written across every standing ovation that followed. Please come back. We'll always be waiting. Those emotions echoed throughout the arena again and again as applause refused to fade. It wasn't merely a celebration of a successful performance. It was a heartfelt expression of gratitude for every memory Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara had created together. That same emotion quickly spread online. Almost immediately after the show ended, social media filled with heartfelt reactions. It felt like a dream. I couldn't stop crying. They reminded me why I fell in love with figure skating. I'll never forget. Tonight, fans from around the world shared remarkably similar feelings despite watching from different places. For many people, the destiny had become much more than an ice show. It had become a memory that connected people across countries, cultures, and generations. The reason it left such a lasting impression wasn't because of elaborate stage effects or spectacular production. It was because Rikuryu demonstrated something much more valuable. Even after stepping away from competition, their bond remained just as strong. Their love for skating remained completely unchanged. And that sincerity touched every person watching. For longtime supporters, seeing them smile so freely may have been the greatest gift of all. Even as the arena lights continued dimming, the applause refused to stop. When the time finally came to leave the ice, Riku and Ryuichi turned back again and again, waving warmly to every corner of the arena. The fans responded with smiles, tears, and one shared hope. We'll meet again. As everyone slowly made their way home, they carried two unforgettable thoughts with them. One was the belief that this beautiful day would remain in their hearts forever. The other was hope. Hope that somewhere in the future, these two extraordinary skaters would once again glide onto the ice together. The destiny may have reached its final curtain, but the story of Rikuryu certainly did not end there. If anything, it marked the beginning of an exciting new chapter. Wherever the future leads Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara, countless fans will continue cheering them on with the same unwavering support that carried them through every step of their incredible journey. And someday, when the time is right, perhaps those familiar smiles will once again shine beneath the arena lights. Until then, the miracle created on that unforgettable day will continue living on, not only in photographs or videos, but in the hearts of everyone fortunate enough to witness it.